Hello, everybody. Boop! No. No.
I have a question.
I thought Nick was gone, Tyler was gone. I thought I'd have a moment
I have a
of peace.
question. So where do babies come from then if you think that your mom never wanted to have a baby?
Huh? Oh, so that's the question you wanted to ask while we're recording. Well,
yes.
Nice try.
Anyway, hello America, this is Triple M reporting in. Today's topic is Spyro, a personal favorite of yours truly, the American hero, Triple M.
God, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
We both said at least we're on the same team.
We're just gonna let this go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Well, anyway,
Have your fun.
Spyro.
Now Spyro represents America, according to Greg.
Well,
Hey.
he's an American game.
Yes, he is. Spyro, actually, as we all know, the little purple dragon. Not the purple dinosaur like Barney, no, fuck him. Spyro is the all-American kick-ass dragon. Now, he actually has different storylines, you know, like, I think the first game, I think, was Ripto's. No, it wasn't
No,
Ripto.
that was the second game.
The first one was...
The first game was just Spyro...
Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro Enter the Dragon.
It's called Spyro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's called Spyro.
basically what that happens is you get to find out what Spyro is.
Well, it's a collectathon game.
Yeah.
Like, the point is to save the dragons who got captured by... What's the bad guy's name in the first one?
Oh, fuck.
Because everyone knows
The
Ripto.
bad guy's name is
Obama?
Yeah, maybe. Everyone knows Ripto because Ripto's in the second.
Yeah.
Shit. Ripto actually has a cool story because Ripto got his name because the Japanese spelling for Spyro looks like Ripto. The Japanese symbols that they use to spell Spyro's name looks like Ripto. So that's what they named the bad guy in the sequel, Ripto.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I always thought that was pretty cool.
They Godzilla'd it.
Yeah.
They Godzilla'd it.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not racist.
It's just a collectathon game. You get all the gem, you get every gem in every level, and every dragon in every level.
Yeah, all the eggs.
That's the fun of the game. And that was really popular for the day. Banjo-Kazooie was another example of that. Crash Bandicoot was an example of that. Well, and Crash and Spyro are very closely
But you know
related.
what? Spyro actually added things on as Ripto's Rage went on and Year of the Dragon.
No, yeah. They had
By
the flying mini games and whatnot.
And by the time Year of the Dragon came out,
Spyro and Crash have very similar stories. They made the first three games; they were great hits, and then afterwards they dropped off the map because.
Well, didn't Spyro come before Crash?
No, Crash came first. In fact, if you play one of Crash's, this is cool because keep in mind Crash and Spyro were made from two different people. The Naughty Dog actually let I forgot the Crash's name, the designers of Spyro's name, but they actually let them put a demo for Spyro on a Crash disc if you 100% the game. Like, that was really nice. You don't see game companies do that anymore, help each other out. Like, that was really nice. And because of that, Spyro sold a lot too. And Spyro and Crash became good. They had a good relationship with each other. And they became the two mascots of Sony. They were good competitors for Mario and Sonic.
My favorite Spyro game was Year of the Dragon. It really was. The third one.
Everyone loves Year of the Dragon.
That was you wanna know why? Because in that game, all the Spyro's abilities were online. Like he had new different kings. Oh, it was the best.
That's when the breaths were introduced.
Yeah. The fire breath.
Yeah.
Fire breath, and then what else was introduced? Ice?
Well,
I don't remember.
Yeah. Spyro has a lot. The first Spyro game I ever played was Enter the Dragonfly, and I think that had the most breaths in the series. He had bubble breath, which was important for the story because that's how you captured dragonflies.
Well, Year of the Dragon only had fire breath.
Yeah. After that, though, they like to add ones. Like, he had ice breath.
Yeah.
He had water breath.
The ice breath was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty badass.
He had a lightning breath.
Yeah.
That one was awesome. Yeah, that was like a big thing. But yeah, Spyro ended up going in obscurity. Him and Crash shared some games in the Game Boy Advance titles, and that did help a little bit, but those games sucked big ass, so yeah. I mean, the thing is, Spyro had the same thing that Crash had. They kept trading them off to different companies. I think Traveling Tales owns Spyro now. I don't remember. But right now, no, Activision does now, because they're using it for Skylanders.
Yeah. But
first, I forgot the first person's name, then I think they sold it to another guy, then Traveling Tales got it for a couple of years, and they made a lot of misfit games. Enter the Dragonfly was one of them, and I mean, I wasn't a fan of that one. I played the first one, and one of the Game Boy Advance games. That's pretty much my experience with Spyro, but I mean, when it comes to collectathons, I'm not usually invested fully in it after a while, because I just like to beat the game sometimes.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was still fun.
Hey, speak for yourself. Those Spyro games were awesome.
Yeah,
Speak for
yeah.
yourself.
No, they were cool. I'm not saying I'm not saying I hate them or they were bad or shit. I'm just saying that I find full credibility in them.
Hey, Shadow Draco.
What?
I don't have a video.
Hey, Shadow Draco. What's your favorite Spyro game?
I think it was that one where they had Spyro and I can't remember her name.
Sheila.
I know what you're talking about.
No. It was the other one.
The kangaroo?
Who was this cool skateboard?
No, the female dragon.
Oh, the female dragon. Oh, sorry.
I don't remember her name. Was it Cider? I don't remember.
I know who you're talking about.
The skateboarder, the leopard, the skateboarder jaguar. Oh, I forgot what his name was.
Yeah, he was cool.
Why am I drawing a blank?
And then
no, there was one game
Spyro
where you got to play a Spyro and another a purple dragon. I just don't remember her name. It was a female dragon.
Yeah.
Well, Spyro is known for his throwing in game things as other games were popular, like that Tony Hawk ass segments where Spyro for some reasons on a skateboard.
Yeah. In Year of the Dragon.
What happened to the Tony Hawk games? I remember
they're still going on.
Big.
The last one was Downhill Jam. That for the Wii. And
that was like such
DS.
a '90s thing, and now it's like I barely.
Now he's just.
Tony Hawk's getting older. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
and
still.
no one cares about skateboarders.
Yeah,
so
BMX kind of dropped off the map too.
Yeah.
I still like skateboarding.
I will say this. Actually, do you have a favorite Spyro game?
I don't know, because I just haven't really played much from him. I mean, I'm
you
very
haven't
aware.
played him much? Is that what you're
I'm very aware of Spyro's. I'm very aware of Spyro's games and legacy and whatnot.
What?
First of all, Jimmy, it's you meant to say That's better.
Yeah. Nobody's paying attention to anything
That's
you
your
just
thing,
said because of me and Jimmy. I like that.
Why do we let you on?
Me?
You.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, because I'm cute and I giggle and you smile even when you're mad. See?
No one can see that though.
No good tell.
I want to stuff her into the turret of a tiger tank and fire.
Yeah, but then you're walking home.
What the hell is it? What the fuck is it?
If I have a tiger tank, what difference does it make if I'm walking home?
What the fuck
If I have a tiger tank, I am driving that home.
What the
So
fuck?
how is Spyro doing?
Wait. What the fuck is the turret of a tiger?
I said turret.
Oh, turrets. There's a turret. What the fuck is that?
Idiot.
I just Tyler laughed. That's how funny that was.
You moron.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you guys didn't notice because he doesn't say anything anyway, but Tyler is not here today, or James. I know you don't notice because they never say anything.
Yeah, he's in God's waiting room.
Yeah, he's in Florida.
That and we're not eating something because he's always like the one who cooks while we're doing the
I know that asshole.
I know.
asshole. His food's delicious after he makes it. So
Yeah,
funny.
I know, but sometimes he's playing a game while we're
Yeah.
doing something.
So
Yeah.
do I.
Well, it's different for you. We don't
I
want
play
to.
Minecraft currently.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think my proof's been made. What is it, like 3 minutes now of shit?
I do have good things to say once in a while.
Alright, go ahead.
Appreciate it.
Alright, go ahead.
I never played a game of Spyro, so I
What?
can't say anything in this.
Wait, you mean to tell me you never played a game of Spyro?
No.
Well, a lot of people have.
You never played a game of Spyro?
Well, believe
No,
it or not.
I don't know why. I just never did.
Well, believe it or not,
Why?
I don't know. I just never did. I just answered that question. Why are you asking me the same question?
Well, believe it or not.
Because I don't believe you.
I'm sorry. I never did. There's lots of things I never did in life that I regret later, but this isn't one of them.
Yeah, we definitely know that.
Well, it's not dating you. For
Well,
one.
I had to explain.
Right?
To you what a Dairy Queen was. Come on, Dairy Queen.
Oh, maybe I'm underprivileged.
Anyway,
and not on
let's
this
talk
side.
about.
Poor people go to Dairy Queen. That's the cheap man's Carvel.
Anyway, how's Spyro doing?
I wouldn't know. Apparently, I don't have better things to do.
But yeah, like I was trying to say, believe it or not, Spyro wasn't that popular. He got popular by Spyro 3, and by that time, everyone was buying either GameCubes, PS2s, or 360s. I mean, 360s, Xbox, whatever the fuck we're gonna call it.
Wait,
now.
they're buying numbers and letters?
Well, Spyro really only came out for the PlayStation
Because
1.
Crash was infinitely more popular than Spyro. Despite the fact that they were both very closely related characters. Would you say, Jimmy? Oh,
Are you working with the Crocs?
Oh no! Jimmy, you made a deal with the crocodiles to go on James? Okay, back to their side beat story.
Is it only when I'm here that you guys never talk about the topic.
Yes.
I'm not even doing anything now
You don't have
anymore.
to. You don't have to. So anyway,
Not
back to our.
playing.
But this is important. This is our side B story. If the viewers are nice enough to watch us in order. Anyway, so right now Killer Croc has finally found Jimmy's house, and to spare Jimmy's life, he made a deal with him to live with James. So right now he's back on his way to James' house, and he likes his popcorn and watching his TV anyway. So he's like, all right,
they're
cool.
watching TV.
Yeah.
Traitor.
Sorry, Jimmy.
You are a
Sorry
traitor.
for him.
All right. So anyway,
Anyway, look, a video game.
so anyway,
Spyro.
Spyro. Yeah, Spyro.
You guys are digressing so much you forgot what you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, what's fun is about Spyro is, well, actually, let's talk about Spyro himself because he's supposed to be except for Skylanders. In Skylanders, he's apparently an adult now.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be a 12-year-old.
But he's usually a child.
He's a
dragon.
He's a 12-year-old dragon.
Yeah, and nobody takes him seriously.
Yeah.
That was the point of the game. Like that was what's fun about Spyro games. You wanted to feel like, yeah, what now, motherfucker? You made fun of me for being young and can't fly.
He
and
took
shit.
down fucking giant Rhinox,
Yeah.
and people said, "Oh yeah, that's good." You just fucking took down a fucking
because the
Rhinox.
dragons are never impressed. Those dragons are just never ever impressed.
Well, because they're thousands of years old and they've seen better. You know, it's
yeah,
like
that's true.
it's like
That's true.
don't forget dragons live to like
Yeah, but
thousands.
some of those dragons are dickwads.
Oh, of course. Hey, listen, when you're that old, you'll be a dickwad too.
Yeah, you're
Come
right,
on.
You're right.
We already are dickwads, come on.
So anyway.
Exactly. So, but if we're like 10,000 years old, we're gonna be dickwads.
So yeah, Spyro can't fly because he's a young dragon.
Yeah.
And he hangs out with dragonflies.
But he can glide though,
Yeah, he can glide.
and he can hover.
Yeah. There is some mini games though where he does get this out of nowhere. He gets the ability to fly, like literally out of nowhere. But
Well, yeah. Look at in Year of the Dragon. Whenever you go to the portals to each level, he apparently is flying.
yeah, well, that's supposed to be like a really big glide. Apparently, the game explains like it's a very big glide. Like you're able to just like.
So he's flying.
Yeah.
That's what.
Spyro, you're flying.
Oh, no.
Woody, I'm falling with style.
I'm gliding
I'm gliding
with style.
But you're flapping your wings and you're going up and down. Yeah. So you're flying. No.
I'm gliding with style.
I have a question.
Yes.
What
Wait, is it a real
system-
question?
You're gonna be surprised because it is. What systems does Spyro go on?
PlayStation
Told you it was a
1,
real
definitely.
question.
The first
one, and then you got the GameCube.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry?
PlayStation 1 and GameCube.
Yeah. No, he's had a. Yeah, he was a third-party company. He became third-party, but first he was on Sony consoles.
That's probably why he had such a slow, he wasn't as popular as Crash then, because
Yeah,
he was
Crash
only on
over-
the first of each system,
Yeah,
you know, so it wasn't
Crash
really a...
overshadowed the fuck.
Like,
out of
if he was
Spyro.
on PS2,
Yeah, but Crash
he would
Crash
probably
had
still be
Nintendo
known.
games.
And we are going on for. I'm talking about the beginning of their career.
Yeah.
They were both grouped together because of their relationship with each other. But Crash was the bigger favorite.
Yeah. If they made more sequels and put them on
Quite
like,
honestly,
PS2,
I kind of hate.
They did.
I kind of
they
didn't
would've-
like.
No, they didn't.
Spyro had PS2 games.
Yeah, but Spyro was awesome though. I don't know why. I think Spyro was a lot better than Crash.
Well, yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
no,
Spyro was better than
You
Crash.
have that right, and no one can argue with it because it's just a preference thing. I mean, they're both different
Do
games.
you want to know why? Because Spyro gave you things that Crash couldn't.
Yeah.
Stop picking my
Crash was. Do you know what I liked about Spyro? It went somewhere with the games. Crash, it was the same thing over and over again.
That's not entirely true because Crash. We'll get to Crash.
Who cares about Crash? I hate Crash.
We'll get to Crash another time. Oh, and the truth spills out in the heat of emotion. But
Yeah, I hate Crash.
We should have made this video of Crash versus Spyro. That would have been a cool idea.
No, I hate
That's another
Crash.
subject.
No.
Spyro will destroy Crash.
It would have been
Well, who
interesting.
would have been in a fight? Nah.
Spyro will pin Crash down and set his balls on fire, causing him to
See,
scream.
that would have
And
been a
then,
good argument.
and then he will spit fire down Crash's mouth, beheading him subsequently.
I should be like your entrepreneur, businessman,
Spoiler
or like
alert
head
for the end
executive.
of Godzilla 2014.
You had to say that?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I would like to see. All right, people on the internet, if anyone makes YouTube poop, please take the end of Godzilla 2014 and replace Muto with Crash and Godzilla with Spyro.
Yeah, and have Spyro say, "Eat my spit."
When he puts the atomic breath down his throat. Yes, please make that happen, somebody.
And email it to us.
Yeah. You can't do video responses anymore. I would say make it a video response, but that's not a thing anymore.
Ah, fuck.
That would be funny.
Anyway, Spyro. I think that
Well, Spyro.
I'm picking my nose.
Sorry, there's no one else to put my thumb.
What?
Anyway.
Picking my nose.
Well, you keep putting my hand on your face because you don't
yeah,
like
but
the
then
lie.
you keep putting your finger towards my nose. I'm not telling you to do that.
I have nowhere else to put my thumb. Why don't you just sit up straight like a normal person?
Because that's no.
Well, you hate the light in your eyes.
Yeah, but that's why the lights are shut.
that's like living on the sun and saying, "Ah, I hate the heat."
Yeah, it really is. You're an Eskimo that hates
I
the
like
cold.
a challenge, okay?
You're like Tyler. You live for inconvenience. God damn it, Tyler's looking up this video all the time. I hate it. Nobody wants to talk about Tyler because Tyler doesn't want to talk about anything.
Tyler keeps coming up in this video. He's gonna be like, what the fuck?
It's weird. I think he's talking about us.
Probably, maybe.
He's
Stop
talking.
picking my nose.
I was not near your nose. You were lying now.
What the hell is going on with my Spyro video?
Well, at least we're gonna get to the 20-minute mark.
We're hitting the 20-minute mark here, and we still have no idea what's going on.
Hey, I'll tell you this
Hey, we
right
said
now.
plenty of stuff. Please put that back where it was. 'Cause
Alright.
Everybody needs to be heard.
What was that, Billy? They couldn't hear you.
Oh my
Ha! They couldn't hear you.
Good one.
But anyway, yes. The thing with Spyro, that's what makes Spyro. But yes, back to what we were doing. That's what makes Spyro very. No, you don't get anything.
No, seriously.
They'll sit on the couch and sit up straight like a normal
I don't
person.
understand. That doesn't appeal to my desire.
Does anyone here think that Spyro is a better game than Crash beside me?
I don't know, because I don't have enough experience with either
I never
series.
really liked Crash. I mean, I did when I was younger, but.
That was a Nintendo.
Wait, Shadow Draco, do you support me on this?
Maybe?
Say you believe in the Spyro. Believe in the dragon.
I played it only once when I was younger, but I don't remember much.
Do you believe in the dragon or do you believe in the bandicoot?
Dragon, of course.
Thank you. Hallelujah. I believe in the dragon.
So yeah, back to what we were saying about Spyro. Spyro is, I think that's what makes Spyro an enticing character. He's a kid that gets put down by the adult dragons, but then he shows them up by saving their asses.
But then they still don't care.
But then for some reason, they're not even grateful.
Huh. Spyro is Japanese.
Perhaps. But but yeah, Spyro. I think something that's going to be a big part of this video is talking about Spyro's presence in the Skylanders series. In fact, they don't even call it Spyro's Adventure anymore. They just call it Skylanders now.
It's just called Skylanders, and now they had the whole Swap Force thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, even though Spyro was deliberately used to sell the game,
Yeah.
like, I mean, even though this was before Conker being in Project Spark, I think that's the best way to compare it to. It's just like putting Conker in Project Spark. You were putting an icon people love in a game just so you can sell the game, but you don't give a shit about the icon in the game.
What is Skylanders
You know-
compared to Spyro?
Nothing. They threw him in because he looks similar to these monsters, and they wanted to sell the game. Because
That sucks.
it is a good business strategy on Activision's part, because you gotta think of it this way. Would you buy a game where you have to buy tons of action figures just to play it? Well, you can beat the game with the starter pack they give you, but would you want to play the whole game if you had to buy
I mean, not
the
unless I was
characters?
really, really into it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Spyro was put in there, because some people really love Spyro, especially since the game was coming out.
Yeah, but
you know,
putting Spyro in there saved them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he couldn't have been that unpopular.
No, he wasn't. But like people remember him. That, you know, it was like it's the same thing as putting Conker in Project Spark.
You know what I'd actually like to talk about in this video, which actually is kind of a meatier part of the conversation. The side characters in Spyro.
Yeah, that's a good point because they did make the story. You know,
Yeah,
they did,
like
'cause
my
Spyro-
favorite was
yeah.
Sheila the kangaroo.
Oh,
Seriously,
yeah, yeah.
come on. Wasn't she a sassy bitch?
You know,
Come on.
you know, that is what made it cool though, because Spyro in the first game he was all alone. He had only him. He was talking to and your favorite parts is when he was interacting with the dragons when he saved them, because those were funny lines. But then as the sequels go on, you see him interact with more and more people, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I always remember that skateboarding Jaguar dude. What's his
Yeah.
name?
I forgot what his name was.
Yeah, but he was fun because he gave Spyro those obligatory Tony Hawk
Yeah.
sections of the game.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did you mean
That's what it was.
You need to beat this level by skateboarding. What?
Why? You can fucking glide in the air.
What's the point?
You don't have to go through ramps. Just glide over it. Hell, you can have a power up that allows you to fly.
You can get there by skateboarding.
No.
No.
You could get there by hovering. What was that? I hated the hover part. Remember when he teaches you how to glide, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you get there by gliding. Okay, then you come out of that level, right? Then he goes, oh, I saw another egg over there. You can get there by hovering. I hated that level to hover. I hated it.
I never was fond of the levels where you had to fly around an island and collect all the pieces.
Yeah.
That was annoying, especially
Yeah.
because the controls are so clunky. If you missed one, you couldn't turn around.
Yeah.
You had to take another lap.
Like the Triforce shards. Oh my god, I hate that.
But you know,
I'm still
it
not
would be
doing
more
that.
forgivable if they didn't give you a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
It would be a little more forgivable.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah,
give you
I
a
know.
time limit to do it.
It sucks.
But that is
It really does.
the point of Spyro is 100% the game. Like a lot of PS1 games are like that. You wanted to get all the cool stuff, like the extras and the demos, the other games.
Plus, that Moneybags guy was a dick.
Yeah, Moneybags.
I hated Moneybags. He was always a dick.
Yeah, he was an ass. He was an ass. And where did all these animals come from in a world of dragons? Aren't they mythical creatures that are clearly the only thing in that land at the time of Spyro 1? Is Spyro's land like an immigrated kind of country?
What, you saying a kangaroo and a jaguar can't be walking in Dragonland?
Well, wouldn't the jaguar try to eat the
Shut
kangaroo?
up, Greg.
Oh, what, you saying they can't coexist?
Well, wouldn't it because one of them, by the laws of nature, want to eat the other one?
What's
That's
your point?
why they exist.
Well, would it? I made my point. Wouldn't one of them want to eat the other one?
Should have.
Hell, don't dragons eat sheep? So they eat anything?
Yeah, that's true.
I just feel bad for that sheep guy who's gonna be in the next Spyro.
What about the Rhinox?
Well, no one's gonna mess with Rhinox.
I mean, those Rhinox. What are those frog ones called?
I have no idea.
Frog one?
I do
Those
like. You know what? I actually did like the dragonfly Spyro hung out with. I loved because I always liked that system of health. That he had 3 colors, and that was where Spyro's hits. And the way he gets his color back is like first he's yellow, I think then he's blue, and then he's green, and then he's gone, and then that means you have 1 hit left. But what's also cool is you can play the whole game without getting hit once, and you don't even need the dragonfly. But what makes the dragonfly nice is you don't have to be super accurate when you collect the gems, because it can get the ones on the side for you. Like that was a nice little thing they added. That was nice, you know? It was nice.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're mean, but they're not that mean.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Moneybags was a dick.
Yeah, he's an ass. So, yes, going back to Skylanders, because, yeah, I think that is something to really talk about, because this is where Spyro is in his career right now. And,
well,
Spyro's getting paid?
Hi, Spyro.
shut up. So...
You are a nutball.
But that's why you love me.
Well, Spyro, obviously now he's more mature.
Because people have to understand, I'm not saying anything negative about Skylanders. It's a fine series, and if you like it, good. I'm not saying it's a bad game, because it's not. It looks fun. I'm sure it is fun. I'm just saying it was kind of annoying how they had to shoehorn Spyro in there and make him a minor character. Like, that was kind of annoying. It's the same thing as shoehorning Conquer and Project Spark. But, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad series. It's not. It has credibility. It's good. It's lasted a lot of games. It's on every console.
Absolutely.
You have to admire the dedication of Activision of making sure it goes on every possible platform. You gotta admire that shit. But in the end of the day, I just think it was unnecessary. Because this means that Spyro is never gonna get his own standalone game. Because he's gonna be.
Even if Spyro, you thought the whole idea of putting him in Skylanders was stupid, how do you think he played in the game?
I don't know.
Well,
Spyro, I think, was a fire element character.
Well, Spyro really, I don't think had a place there.
He didn't.
Well,
I don't think he
sound
had
like
a place
fucking
there.
fag.
I don't think he had a place
Don't
there.
say that. Now I have to edit that out. Why is it that every time you're here, I have to edit something out of the audio track?
What, fuck?
You can say fuck.
You know, quite honestly,
Why the fuck not?
I mean, I would have.
Because I don't want
Skylanders
to cause a comment war, and now I'm going to love everyone going nuts because they have no idea what this word is.
So he's the one talking like a fuck.
No, I'm not.
You can say fuck. Look, you can say any curse, just don't say anything that'll cause a comment war.
Greg?
Hey, listen here, Pumpkinhead. Oh yeah.
Nice PG.
It's
Nice PG racial slur.
It's like trying to insult a white man.
What are
No,
you
it's
saying?
not.
But yeah, like
No, Spyro had no place in Skylanders. That's like putting Spyro in a Destroy All Monsters game.
it's like
with Godzilla.
it's like I fully understand why they did that.
As a matter of fact, he probably fit in more there.
And I'm sure people are wondering why I'm making such a big deal of it. It's because Spyro's probably never going to get a standalone game ever again.
Why not?
Because he's in Skylanders. There's no need for it. His character is being used. That's all that matters. You gotta think of this. This is one of those on paper things.
Yeah, I know, but that still is not to say that they won't put him in his own game.
Probably not, but it doesn't look like they're ever going to consider it. Considering the fact he's making money in Skylanders right now.
Well, who did it?
Doesn't look
Sony, right? He was a
like
Sony
Activision.
guy.
This is Activision. Sony never owns Spyro.
Dear Mashi boy, I was
God damn
thinking
it.
maybe you could get in touch
Yeah,
with your
Spyro-
homeboys at Activision.
Spyro was never owned by Sony. They just put him on Sony consoles because when the PS1 came out, that was a great thing for a lot of developers, the little guys, because Nintendo was the big major leagues at the time. Because right now, Sony and Nintendo have the same respect. They have the same level of prestige. But back then, Sony was new guys in the block, and the 32-bit system did help compared to the 16-bit symbol of Super Nintendo. But at the end of the day, Nintendo was Nintendo. So, but now, even though now they're the same prestige, you have to think of back then. Because a lot of developers like Naughty Dog were new, and when they gave games like Crash and Spyro, it gave Sony their face. That's where it all boils down to. But the point is, Sony never owned him, but he was just a great asset to the early days of Sony.
Dear
You said ass.
Mashi
Yes.
boy,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe you could probably speak to your homeboys
Well, you know what?
at Activision.
Well, you want to know something? Activision and Nintendo were going to partner up on Skylanders projects. Activision asked Nintendo if they can help them develop the game because they said, we thought Nintendo would be right down Nintendo's alley, but Nintendo said no. But you know what? At the time, I guess it makes sense because they wouldn't think a game that required you to buy your characters be good. Like, it's something people want to do. But in the end of the day, that was a mistake. Nintendo should have went with that. Even though Nintendo's doing the amiibo thing now. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore,
Yeah.
but... Yeah.
Speak to your homeboys at Activision. It would be the tits. It would be the total dragon tits.
Well, something else
if you can make a Spyro game again.
Well, something else that's a good that is in the argument of if Spyro can get a new game is what are they going to do with it?
What do you do with that?
Yeah,
What am I gonna do with this?
yeah. It's like that's the question you have to ask because when Spyro's later games, everyone hated. Everyone hated them just like Crash. Everyone hated them to death because it's like they were just a lot of people just hated them. It's like because they're
Wow, that was so knowledgeable.
Well, I
now I
can't-
feel like I know why.
well, I can't give an exact reason.
Then why say because?
Why don't you go home? There's an idea. Why don't you go home?
Why say because and then never get to the because?
15 minutes of this video was from you. I'm just saying.
But why? Because I'm right? Why? Because
No.
I made a point? Why? Because you don't really know the answer?
How are we gonna fix this?
Mad military man reporting out.
I'll tell you how we're
That's
gonna
how.
fix this. Because we're
No,
conveniently
no.
out of time and we're just going to end the video. So,
Send it right here.
yeah, see you guys.
Triple M reporting out.
I already said it.
Man.
Yeah. Someone hit the stop button.
You said part in, right?